What up, guys? How you doing? Jason Heine here, Emulator Review, coming back at you with another video. And this time I'm doing a video game review on Anarchy Arcade. This is a mod off of the Source engine. Of course, Source engine, as we know, does all of our favorite games like Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike Source, Dave Defeat Source, and many other games, Garry's Mod, and just tons and tons of other games. This is a staple game engine in the world of video gaming. If you don't know about the Source engine, you've been living under a rock, and I suggest you prop that rock up and get the hell out of there. But this is a great game. This is Anarchy Arcade, and basically it's not really a game. I mean, it is a game, but it's more like a simulator, not recycling truck simulator, but like a life simulator. I don't know. Kind of like, not like Sims, but not like Second Life. Oh, it's unique. It's hard to explain because this market really hasn't been hit yet. And this is a market where you can create, well, Garry's Mod did this, so you can create anything in a space. You can spawn things in, but this allows you to spawn anything. It allows you to go in and spawn anything that lives on your computer. If it's a file, it allows you to go online and spawn anything that is a link. That is a download, that is a YouTube video, a movie posted somewhere, a song that you like on iTunes. It doesn't matter. You can spawn it in, put it in an arcade cabinet, a picture frame, whatever. So this is an early access game. So a lot of what you're going to see here is still early access. There's bugs here and there, but it's a really cool experience. The developer reached out to me and gave me an early access code, and I was able to play it and give him lots of feedback. I've been in direct contact with him, and it's been great. He's been very upfront. He's been open and helpful, and I wish him all the best. And I hope that this video helps generate more interest in this game. It's free to play. You don't even need to own a Half-Life or Source game engine, or Source engine game, rather. So you can play this, which is great. It allows everyone to play. And this game will run on any system that's like at least 10 years old, because it's such an old engine. But however, the larger scale that you have of the map, like for instance, I have 750 items in my game room here. It takes a long time to load in. And that's just the way it's going to be. It takes about 30 minutes to load in. No shit. So I'm playing with friends and stuff. It takes a long time to load in. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to just briefly show you where you start out. This is where they drop you in when you first play the game. This is the apartment. And, you know, they just give you this open space. And you can do whatever you want in this space. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, let's just say, for instance, I want to come in here and I want to spawn Virtua Cop 2. Which I have done. I have the PC version living on my computer, and I just actually go to the shortcut, the program, and link it. So basically, it just links it. It's a shortcut linker, if you will. They have some props in the game, but not too many. You unlock more as you play. If I go into my inventory here, you can see I can go into props. And you can see all the ones that I still have locked that I need to get. Nothing too fancy, but they have a few pages of them, and you'll see the ones in green I've unlocked that I've gone through that you can use to make your house what you want it to be. There's honestly not a whole lot. This is, again, there's a lot of potential with this game. There's a lot that can be done, and I have a really good feeling that this is going to be a very successful game and really go to the level of Garry's Mod. I think this is fantastic. When you can really personalize it and make it to what you want, it becomes a totally different experience. But here's what's cool. So I can go up to the arcade cabinet, right? And I can double click it. It will pull up the screenshot that I have. I have a trailer here. So it'll actually play the trailer of the game. And what's neat, actually, it's going to play the game because I have it so that it launches the game, but it plays it. Just like this, and I can go into the game. If I click this play button here, let's just go ahead and do it. Click the play button. It's going to pull up the game, puts it up in full screen, and here we are. We're away. and it just launched the game that lives on my PC, and I'm playing it inside of this Anarchy arcade. Pretty cool, right? And this is the really rare PC port, so just so you know, it uses the mouse for the aimer, and it's fantastic. I love it so much. So of course, and when you're done, you just kind of hit escape and you know, quit your game.
Let's go.
For this game, it's Alt F4, of course. Takes a little while to get back, and then you are back at your arcade. So think of the potential. If you've got lots of games, you can load them all up. For you personally, this makes sense to be able to come in here and spawn this and play. The biggest thing and greatest thing I think is that it allows you to spawn Steam games. So if you have a big Steam video game library collection, I don't have you know, a ton of games like some people, but you know, I've got 300 and some odd games. I'm able to spawn those in here. It's as simple as bringing up the spawn menu, go into my apps, Steam, and it pulls up all of my games that I have in my collection right here, all 300 some odd. So let's say I want to spawn Shovel Knight. Spawn it in. There it is. Boom. And then from there, you can select the different types of cabinet. You can select picture frames. You can select Steam boxes. There's a racing cabinet. There's an old school TV. Monitors. I mean, you name it. There's a racing cab. There's a sit-down racer cab. Shooter cabinet. Like Gunblade New York style. It's got the 4-player midway cabinet. Just amazing things to do with it. And, you know, it's fully customizable inside here of what it shows, the artwork, all that sort of thing. But if it's on Steam, it pulls it straight from the Steam store. So all the info is already in there, which is really nice. You just click it, it will start playing the trailer. It plays the first video that's in the Steam store. So with that being said, I'm going to take you over to my man cave. This, honestly, guys, like, I've been consumed with it. I have gone crazy, and this took me exactly 24 hours start to finish to make, and I'm really excited to show it and, you know, display it. It's in the Orchard House, which is the second level. They also have the party cabin, nightclub. They got an E3/PAX type environment. I can't wait to see what that is. They got a weird theater, and then a really small garage for right now. Let's go ahead and jump into the Orchard House. Now, what's interesting with this, guys, is that I have lots of emulators. I have lots of Steam games. And what I've done is this Orchard House has many different rooms, and I have each room as a theme. And when you spawn in here, you spawn directly into my Nintendo room. I know, right? I know. It's crazy. I know. I've put up things to make it personal and just a ton of fun. So all of these games in here that are on these old school TVs are playable. I can go right up to it. I can go into the game. I can click play. It will launch the emulator, and then it will play it. And away we go, which is great. Now, if you own the same ROM that I'm using, it will play on your end as well. But isn't this neat? So then, of course, you can just hit the X and get out of there. And it drops you right back into the arcade. Now, this is really cool because you can do this with Steam games, you guys. As many people as you want that are in the server, we all can play different Steam games or the same Steam game. So it's really neat. So it's kind of like a way people can come over and interact, launch games, have some fun, and hang out. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of nights. I've just been hanging out with friends in here. We've been kicking back, having a really good time. And it's really just a ton of fun. It's interesting to be able to be in your kind of environment, your own world, per se. But as you exit here, I'm going to go ahead and just take you right into the arcade room. There's two ways to get in, but let's go ahead and jump in here. Very cool. So these are all arcade games, and I'm running these just off of MAME, but I have them in cabinets, you know, pretty similar to what they were in the arcades. So I'll just take you around. You can put up pictures, and I put up, you know, brands and advertisements and promo stuff. pictures of Pac-Man. I put stars in the ceiling. You know, hey, I did my best. You can't change textures, so I just had to do that. But very cool. Like here, let's go ahead and launch. Let's go ahead and launch one of my favorite games, KI. Let's click that. Pulls up the ROM, and look at that. We even get a Steam overlay. Sometimes that does it, sometimes it doesn't. But there's a Steam overlay we could pull up and chat with our friends while we're in game. I mean, just so cool, so cool. All right, make the rounds around the arcade here. You know, this is, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at the icy machine back there. What? So yeah, it's a blast to just come in here and make your own arcade, put the games that you enjoy, and just make something special. It's even better when you can open up a server and invite your friends over. So here's the entrance to the arcade. It's very, very cool here. Put a couple of signs up. You know how we do. Kind of laggy a little bit right there. Let's just go ahead and, this is my interactive music room that I have. It's basically a place where you can come in and check out anything music related to stuff that I've done, whether that be video game remixes or drum covers or personal music, anything right here. So you come into the room and it's kind of just an interactive place where you can launch a few music related games. We've got the Music Generator 6 here for people that want to do that. I've got the instructions to use this. This is a wall of basically the music store. So you go into the music store and you can go in and preview all of my music and listen to it, and just like a web browser. So it's pretty neat to do that there. Got my albums all laying out here for people to see and check out. I've got download stations over here for the video game remix album, and you click it, it will pull up a video of it. If you leave it on, it will play, and you can pretty much go around the place and it will still play. And you have a little highlight there in blue showing what's making the noise. So you can always kind of be like, people will listen and say, what is that? And they'll be able to come right over to it and check it out. Got one for the drum covers as well. Download station.
Time to show the monkeys who's boss.
This is pretty cool. YouTube videos, drum covers, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook links, all that sort of thing to network. So people, if they want to connect up, they can. I have a community artwork corner. If people want to submit pictures to me to have displayed up here, I'm going to put them up, which is really cool. I have, of course, had a few already prior to me making this. Of course, out here in the main hall, I've got Mikey's Monarch, who drew this awesome picture of me behind the kit. It's really cool. And then Dodo Fro, our good friend Dodo Fro, who did the album cover for Nothing's Forever, also has done lots of work for All Gen Gamers. He did this Gustav Marksman, and I just think they're both fantastic pieces, and they're up on display here, large on the wall. So, come through the hallway, got some funny things here. Of course, the Mag Max, NES collection, some Lord of the Wings going on here. So from there, let's go ahead and move into my Nintendo 64 Super Nintendo room to show you guys. As you enter, it's basically a huge room divided in half, dedicated to both the 64 and the Super Nintendo. And as you can see, I've got lots of games up here. Got some awesome kiosks here. Paper Mario, Ocarina of Time. We've got the original Nintendo 64 ad. Well, one of them. This is for Smash Brothers. I love this one. It's so funny. I love this when Mario just whack right there. Yoshi.
Something's gone
One of the
wrong
best
with
commercials I think they've done. I love that one. Nintendo 64. So yeah, good stuff in here. All these games are playable. Of course, if you own that ROM. Moving over, here's the Super Nintendo room. Very cool. Lots of great games in here that you can play. It's a delicious looking cake. Very cool. Got the Super Nintendo ad from '91 playing here if you want to see it.
Describe the endless challenge of Super Mario World. So we let the players do the
See, and then when you click it, you actually go into the screen. It brings it up full screen and then it allows you to do whatever you would as you normally would in a browser. Which is really cool. Next room is my spectating and tournaments room. Now, the idea behind this is that I want to host tournaments and I want people to come in here and spectate. And this is kind of like a big theater room. There's my big ass monitor on the wall. I got the speakers up. I got the links for people to see it. You know, I got the wall over here. I've got good old the crew. God, I love this game. Love it. Got some funny videos here. And then I have a wall here that shows my most recent upload. And of course, it will be this video up here soon. So that'll be pretty cool. You can watch this video from within the virtual world. Boy, that's kind of fucked up. But how it works here, so I can play a game on this monitor. I can pick any game that I've got in my catalog, whether it's an emulator or on Steam. I can play it here. And if I'm streaming it live, I can tell it to grab that feed off of my Twitch, and it will display it here on the monitor in real time for everyone that's in this room, which is amazing. Now, it's kind of buggy and it lags here and there, but it did work, and I did test it with people in the server. Very, very cool, and a lot of potential there. I can see this being a very cool idea and a very cool feature where we can have lots of people just hanging out, chilling, watching, you know, kicking back. It's a blast. I think it's really cool. This is the 2-level house. As we move downstairs here, I've got the skate world there, the man cave. This is my all-gen gamers / personal type wall. This is all pictures from our episodes or funny moments in the all-gen gamers. So, you know, this is something that if you guys want to come out, I don't want to show, I mean, I'm not going to show everything. You guys come on out to the place and take a look and have some fun, getting a good laugh out of those. The pun slinger, you know. So as we move downstairs, this becomes really my /arcade /Valve Steam room. Get it? Steam room? Get it? Okay. Like a sauna? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm working hard here, folks. Working hard. Yeah, we got Orchid hanging out. Got some Dave Defeat, some CS, some funny pictures. But here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the arcades. These are all the old school arcades we got going on. Got some, you know, Steam games around here. Wouldn't this be awesome in real life? Holy shit, like a Dead Island like gun game. Man, I'm looking at that like, holy shit, I love it. All these are Steam games in here. Not going to go through all of them, but definitely come on out and take a look at them. Got some funny Steam funny pictures up here. I love it. Real life? Never heard of that server. Got a couple of classic Steam games down here. Powerfall, Castle Crashers. Got another Virtual Cop down here. I have to switch that out with something else. Got some good old-fashioned neon signs up there. Icy, can't beat that. And then moving in here, this is my Steam room. So every game minus Run and Gun. Great basketball game. I know it's always overshadowed by NBA Jam, but this is a great Konami basketball game. It's my Steam room. All the games in here are playable if you own them in your Steam library. And then I got Motor Rock down here, so if you do own that game, you can play it here. Very cool. Got some more arcades in the middle here with more Steam games. Guys, I have 100 Steam games in here. So if you know, this is a great opportunity, and I tried to be diverse in the games. You know, I don't own every game, of course, but I own a lot, and I tried to be diverse with it and give you some fun games to play. And even in the emulation department, everything from shooters to racing to some sports stuff. So that should be good. So yeah, so basically that's it, guys. This is the Anarchy Arcade. This took me 24 hours to do. I could not stop. I'm pretty much at a stopping point now. I'm there. I think it's there. It takes a long time to load in. It takes about 30 minutes to load the server. So yeah, but once you get in, obviously it's well worth it and a ton of fun. I've met a lot of cool guys on here. Very, very cool. And you know, I want respectful people, because you know, you don't want people coming in here and messing with stuff. And there's going to be some, you know, features down the road where you can do custom builds with friends. You know, people can come in and you can build things together. In multiplayer, you can't spawn anything. I'm in single player, so I can. But in multiplayer, you can't spawn anything. But you can still kind of move things around. And that's kind of frustrating, because even though it doesn't save it, like I can just relaunch the server and it goes back to normal. Even though it doesn't save it, it still messes with the experience of people wanting to come in and play games. You know, I can go downstairs and just be a stack of iCades on the ground. It just kind of messes with things. And you know, you work really hard on something, you don't want people fucking with it. So I'm very limited. I don't invite everyone over to this server, only the people that I know or that I know are going to be respectful, because it's a lot of work. But other than that, guys, this is really cool. I'm looking forward to moving on from this game and doing the E3. My idea is I want to do the E3 PAX Stadium, and I want to put every Steam game I own in it. Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine what that's going to take to load up. But I've got 700, as you can see top right, 746 shortcuts. So that's how many items that I've got in here. So it shouldn't be that bad. But thanks for watching, guys. Anarchy Arcade. The developer's name's Elijah. He's an incredible guy, very informative, very helpful. And I've talked with him a lot, and we've talked about features back and forth. And he's told me some things that are going to be happening, and he's going to be updating it, and he's active with it. So I'm happy for that. It's free to play. You guys come on in. General Jason's the name on Steam if you want to add me and come on into the arcade. Shoot me a message. You know, let's talk about it. And we'll go from there. You guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Take care. I think I'm going to play something real quick here.
Pizza